Only a small fraction of individuals will ever experience the breathtaking natural wonders that the Earth has to offer in their lifetime. 7 preliminary winners are selected from a global popularity survey and beat off other wonderful sights. Many of these naturally occurring displays need an airborne perspective to fully appreciate their size. These 10 natural wonders ought to be on the bucket lists of intrepid travelers, daredevils, backpackers, expats, and tourists. Which of these places may be on your bucket list? Keep watching to find out. Number 1, the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. For visitors to the Northern Hemisphere, the Northern Lights have become a thrill. The Northern Lights are mysterious displays of light in the sky that are caused by auroras or naturally occurring phenomena. Along the northern horizon, a soft glow is produced by the Northern Lights as they dance across the sky. As you get further north, closer to the Arctic's magnetic pole, the Northern Lights become more intense. Unfortunately, because the Northern Lights only sometimes occur, it might be difficult for tourists to observe them while on a short journey. Locals in these northern locations are more likely to encounter them. There are many intriguing places to visit around the globe when planning a vacation to view the Northern Lights. The Northern Hemisphere's most remote regions, such as Canada's far north, Alaska, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and Finland, are the greatest spots to view the Northern Lights. In the winter, there is a higher chance of viewing the Northern Lights. They happen all year long, but the winter's gloomy sky makes them easier to spot. Number 2, the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, and you only need to stand on its rim once to understand why. There are no better views in the world than those offered by the Grand Canyon's vast and vibrant terrain. The majority of visitors travel to the Grand Canyon's south rim, where they spend the whole day taking in the views from the viewpoints that line the canyon's rim. Take one of the many hiking routes down into the canyon if you are in decent shape and want a more immersive experience. Consider taking a Grand Canyon helicopter tour for a less taxing option to create lifelong memories. Visit the Geological Museum to find out more about the creation and geology of the canyon if you're curious. You may get a wonderful view of the rock strata in the canyon wall from Lipon Point on Desert View Drive. Number 3, Paracutin. Due to the fact that this natural marvel is located in Michoacan, Mexico, even frequent tourists might not be familiar with Paracutin. Even more so than well-known volcanoes like Yellowstone, this cinder cone volcano was dubbed one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. In 1952, Paracutin last erupted. Due to the fact that people were there for its birth and quick development, it was named one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Either on foot or on a horse, you may make the 12-mile round-trip journey to the volcano's summit. Around the volcano, hikers will traverse lava fields and sandbanks. Any time of the year is a good time to visit Paracutin. From Mexico City, it takes roughly 7 hours to get there. For a taste of both nature and culture, combine a trip to the volcano with a visit to the nation's capital. In the city of Uruapan, accommodations may be obtained close to the volcano. Number 4, Victoria Falls. Africa's Victoria Falls is situated between Zambia and Zimbabwe. The Zambezi River feeds the magnificent waterfall. Visitors may reach the falls from Livingstone, Zambia, and Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. To see this wonderful natural beauty from many angles, cross the border. The finest views are from Zimbabwe, although Zambia offers a closer look. A couple of other fantastic ways to experience the falls are by helicopter or microlight tour. The Devil's Pool, which is practically on the edge of the falls on the Zambian side, could be worth a try if you're feeling adventurous. The rainy season lasts from November to early April. A good time to visit is immediately after this, when the volume of water coming over the falls is still immense, but the weather is pleasant. Number 5, Mount Everest. The height of Mount Everest is around 29,029 feet. Mountaineers believe this peak to be the highest point on Earth. However, Mauna Kea in Hawaii has the record for being the tallest mountain in the world. Near the boundary between Nepal and Tibet, China, Everest is located in the Himalayan mountain range. You still have choices if you don't want to climb Everest. From an incredible aerial perspective, visitors may arrange a flight around the peak. To truly enjoy Mount Everest's beauty, adventurous hikers can make the climb to base camp. As an alternative, you may get a distant glimpse of the mountain while relaxing in a lodge in a Nepalese hill resort. Number 6. Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef, which is the biggest coral reef in the world, supports a variety of ecosystems and has over 900 islands and almost 3,000 different reefs. It spans a vast region of the ocean, much of it well offshore, with a length of around 2,300 kilometers. Visitors have the opportunity to explore the Great Barrier Reef's wonders on boat rides and excursions. It is possible to plan snorkeling or diving excursions, which offer chances to observe coral, fish, and other aquatic life. Tours might be single-day excursions or multi-day journeys. Cairns, Port Douglas, and the Whitsunday Islands are popular starting points for reef exploration. Number 7. Harbor of Rio de Janeiro. Greenery-covered granite pinnacles and mountains surround Rio de Janeiro's harbor. The Tijuco Hills, Corcovado Peak, and Sugarloaf Mountain are among the well-known landmarks that surround the bay. Traveling to Tijuca National Park on the rack train is the conventional method of viewing this natural beauty. This will lead you to the highest point, where a granite peak overlooking the port is topped with a statue of Cristo Redentor. Enjoy the breathtaking views of the mountains in the distance and the stunning beaches below from the observation platform. Explore Rio de Janeiro's harbor by helicopter for a mind-blowing experience to capture an incredible overhead picture. Number 8. Serengeti. Unmatched for its natural beauty and scientific importance, Serengeti National Park is without a doubt the most well-known wildlife refuge in the world. It also boasts the highest concentration of plains game in Africa. Tanzania's Serengeti National Park was created in 1952. Northwestern Tanzania is home to the Serengeti environment, which also reaches southwestern Kenya. The area is home to one of the most magnificent wildlife occurrences and the greatest mass movement of terrestrial animals on the globe. 1 million wildebeest and 200,000 zebra travel 500 kilometers from the southern Serengeti to Tanzania to the northern boundary of the Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya as part of an African safari excursion. The Great Migration is perhaps the world's greatest natural wonder and the highlight of any safari in Africa. Number 9. Galapagos Islands. In the eastern Pacific Ocean, Ecuador owns a tiny archipelago of volcanic islands known as the Galapagos Islands. The islands, which are located around 1,000 kilometers west of South America, are relatively secluded and far apart. The archipelago is well known for the distinctive island environment that served as Charles Darwin's source of inspiration for his theory of natural selection. Joining a boat excursion is the ideal way to experience magnificent scenery and animals. The most practical way to book a cruise to the Galapagos Islands is with a firm in your own nation, although this is sometimes more expensive. Additionally, there are several businesses in Puerto Ayora, Guayaquil, and Quito that provide the ability to reserve Galapagos Island trips. Number 10. Ha Long Bay. Ha Long Bay, often known as the Bay of Descending Dragons, is a 120-kilometer stretch of coastline in North Vietnam. Thousands of islets dot the harbor, each covered in dense jungle growth, creating an amazing seascape of limestone pillars. Some of the islands have large caves and hollow interiors, while others have lakes, and some are home to floating towns of fishermen. Ha Long Bay's marine environment is often used to describe Vietnam. Cruises travel through emerald green waters past tens of thousands of craggy islands and islets, stopping at breathtaking caverns where passengers may explore and see striking centuries-old structures. Ha Long Bay is a must-see destination in the nation due to its ethereal beauty, yet you can still discover quiet spots to call your own. With so many beautiful places on Earth, a list of the top 10 natural wonders of the world is unlikely to create a consensus. These are what we consider to be the greatest examples of what nature has to offer when it comes to the natural wonders of the globe. Also, check out this other video if you want to know the top 10 surreal places in the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more of our top 10 prime picks.